Hi guys, this is Emily. This is Michelle. Welcome to Brewtech. Today we are introducing our new released brewhouse system, 250 liters. So this is a 3-vessel system. So you can say this one mesh water tank. In the back side is a hot water tank. This one is a kettle whirlpool. And you have all these 3 tanks combined on a complete form. And also you can see there have the wheels. You can pull it to anywhere you want to save your room space. And you have the control cabinet here, and also pump system, and also the plate heat exchanger. Everything all in one set. That is a complete turnkey solution. Okay, let's have a closer look at our much larger tank. Okay, as you can see, this is our much larger tank, and this is the menu lid. As you can see, you can take it easily, and this is our rims. Let's do a brief introduction of rims. Okay, this rims design is optional configuration, but on this system, we added for customer as requested. The device can help you to do step meshing with different temperature during the meshing process. So this one is a heating elements inside it vertically. So if you are doing the meshing process, recirculate all the words from the pipeline and open this valve. The words will go inside from this pot. Okay. So if you don't want to do the rims step meshing heating up, this is the original standard pipeline for the words to go from the bottom of the fourth bottom and then through the water pump and go up for water backflow into the mesh tank. So generally, when the lid is closed, we wanted to see the color of the word. So that is the most excited moment. So we equip the side glass here, so we can see the color of the words very clearly. It's very, I think it's a very nice design. And here you have a sample valve. This valve is used to taking samples to testing the sugar degree of your words and also tasting the taste, whether it is good to go. Okay, so this is the pipeline, and this one is a grain outdoor. We also call it vinesto. The vinesto is if you want to add the mesh inside, so this is the door with gaskets. The gaskets is very tight and it can help you to seal all the liquid and also the grains inside. Okay, we have a close look at the grain outdoor inside. This is the sieve plate. So generally when we put all the grains inside, it sits on the top of the sieve plate. We also call it the fourth bottom, different name but the same function. Okay, so you can see the flat surface from the grain outdoor and the fourth bottom. When the meshing process is finished, when the laundering is finished, you can use a grain raker, a manual raker, to pull all the spent grains out from here. Also, considering the grains are very heavy, we make this chute. This chute is removable. Okay, when you don't need, you can put it on the side. And if you are doing the grain out process, we add the chute here. Can help you to move all the spent grain into the box. Okay, as you know, in much larger tank, generally it has a sparging ring. And for our much larger tank, our 250 liters per house, it includes CIP board and sparging ring as well. Okay, next to the much larger tank, this is hot water tank. As you can see, in our hot water tank, it has CIP board as well, and it's fitted with electric elements. Generally speaking, we have 3 types of heating method. It includes steam heating method, electric elements method, and direct fire heating method. But for this 250 liters per house, it's fitted with electric elements heating methods. Okay, this tank is our kettle water tank. As you can see, it has a special design of the lid. Generally speaking, our standard lid is like this. It's manual lid, but for this tank, it's fitted with manhole and indoor condensing device.
This tank we call it a kettle whirlpool tank, so that must have extra function of whirlpool. So you can see here is a tangential inlet for this tank. When you do the whirlpool process, you will have the words going through the water pump, and with the height, the speed, and the pumping all the words through this direction, so the words will whirlpool naturally, and then you will get all the sediments in the middle. Okay, we go back to the topic of the steam condenser. Our kettle tank will have, just like Emily speak, it have manual open lid, but this one has a special design as a dish head and connected with these flange screws. So this is because this customer, he wanted to brew beers and also wanted to do some special, for example, gin and whiskey and something like that. So the 4-inch clamp over there, it can be also connected with the steel column. So that is a special area in another industry. So if you have any interesting, you can search more. But for this unit, we are applying the indoor condensing pipe. So this pipe is very tiny but very useful for customers. They want to collect all the steams by this pipe and connect an actual pipe here and go into the drainage. It's very convenient. So these two connectors here, this one is water inlet and this one is water outlet. So that means your steams will be collected naturally and also poured naturally. So that's very easy to use. And the mesh launching process is finished. We will use the water pump, pump all the words coming from the launcher process into the kettle tank. So now in front, you only can see these two pipes. As we have every pipes under the platform. It's very beautiful, and you don't have to worry about its functions. So we open the water pump over there, and all the words will coming from this pipeline. So you can have the words go inside the kettle tank in this part. Also, you can have these options here. So some of the customers is worried about the oxidation of the words during this process. So if you use this pot, that means your water is going from the bottom to the top level. So it's naturally and have a very less chance to be oxidating. So this one we also equipped with a side glass. Another chance to see your water again. It's very excited option. Okay, so we have a look here. This one is a mini rotary device. So during the knocking out process, we will have, maybe you are consider about in the bottom, then there will be some sediments. So we are adding 2 pots for you to consider as the output of the words from the whirlpool tank into the plate heat exchanger and knocking out into the fermenter. So one of the option here is the mini rotary device. As you can see, we have this one here. It's mounted inside of the tank. So generally it's face to the bottom. And if you want to have the words knocking out firstly, and you can rotate it, and it can fit to the top. So you don't worry about the sediment to be soaked out. It's very safe. So knocking out, you can turn this rotary down a little bit, and then that will be the final step for the words to be knocking out. So the sediment will be stay there, no problem.
Okay, let's see the knockout system. As you can see, that's our hops filter. It can block the hops into plate heating exchanger, just like this. Inside of instruction is like this, and you can follow it easily. And next, let's see the plate heating exchanger. Okay, this is the words knocking out from the whirlpool tank, going through the hops filter. So this hops filter is very safe for the PHE. It's never to be blocked. So all the way going into the heat exchanger and going inside from here and knocking out from that side. So this one for this system is 3 square meter heat exchanging area. Besides the hot water, this is a double stage. You will also have the tap water and also glycol water circulated together to have the heat exchanging for each other. So that means your water will coming down from around 100 degrees Celsius,
down to around 15 degrees Celsius very fast within 30 minutes. It's a very time-saving process. If your tap water is into the heat exchanger, when it's going out, it will have a pipeline from the heat exchanger back into the hot water tank to serve as the new hot water for CIP cleaning, and also maybe you have double batch a day. That's a good source to save your power. Okay, have a look at this side. We have 3 posts here. One is the glycol water inlet. Another one is a glycol water outlet. That means your glycol pipeline will be connected here. So when the brew house is in position, you will have the pipes connecting locally. Okay, so this one is the material outlet. That means the water outlet. Here you can have a temperature gauge. We can have a look at the temperature to make sure it's already a good station to go. Generally, if we wanted to add yeast into the fermentation process, this gauge is very important for us to measure when is the correct time to add yeast. And then, the yeast will need oxygen to have a good fermentation process. This device is the oxygenation device. So you can, if you have a pure oxygen tank in your brewery, you can connect the pipe here and open the valves here, the ball valve. The oxygen will go inside and dissolved into the worts. So they will be all pumping into the fermentation tank together. So this is the third pipe glass on this brew house. You will have the last chance to look at your wort again before they are going into fermentation tank. So this is the pipeline going into this valve, and you can have your water hose connected here, and the other end is connected to your fermentation tank. So this is the last step for meshing process.
Our 250 liter system is two pump system. As you can see, this is our hot water pump, and another pump is our water pump. Just like this, that's our connection of our all electric elements, and all our electric elements is connected by trick lamp, so you can easily turn it out or on it.
Okay, we are coming to the most important part, the control system. For this system, we are using PID control, and it's separated into 2 parts. On the top side is the control panel to showing all the data, and the main part, the control components, is in the bottom. So we have this separate control box, all in stainless steel. Is everything here is already wired in ready. So and the battery ready in factory. So you don't have to do many jobs in your brewery when you receive it. You only need to connect the main power line from your brew house, from your brewery room into the control cabinet. That's all. So let me introduce all the details here. You say we already have the marks here. You don't have to guess which one is which one. So it tells you the names. This one is a hot water temperature. This one is a boiling temperature. That means a kettle whirlpool tank. And this one is a mash launcher tank temperature. So all the temperature showing is use the Autonix brand PID meter, very high quality, and it's made in Korea. So very stable for using. Okay, and the bottom is the rims heat. In the middle is the stop, and in this side is manual, and on the right is auto. It will be the same for the hot water heat. So this means the elements inside of the hot water tank, and also for the kettle tank. Also have a manual, stop, and auto mode. So in the middle, we can say it is for water pump. It's a VFD device. The brand is Danfoss. It's very stable as well, high accuracy. You can use this knob to adjust the speed, the frequency for the water pump. So as we said, it is a 2-pump system. This one is for the water pump, another one is a hot water pump. That pump only have on-off control because it's only working for the hot water, so that don't have to have 2 VFD on this control system. So this one is enough.
Okay, that's all of details of 250 liters system.
We also have different series of equipment. This is the nano system, so it's from 100 to 300 liters per batch. We also have 500, 1,000 liters, and also max to 5,000 liters. cooling system and also control system, all the auxiliaries that you will need.
If you have any questions or if you are interested in our beer brew equipment, just contact us by email, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.